Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we shall go straight over to those 4-hour Bitcoin charts. So there you go. There you go. Forecheck, backcheck, paycheck. I was saying in yesterday's video about how I was intrigued as to where exactly to draw this this upside level for the point of which we'd obviously get acceleration to the upside. We did obviously draw in this high, taking out that high as levels. And yeah, I mean, we pretty much just blasted straight through there, obviously with the help of good old Elon. A little bit of a pullback around here, but obviously not much in the context of the move. And then fast approaching that 4-hour 9. So yeah, currently above the next level of resistance we've got as well. It's not necessarily resistance, it's price discovery, but the next important level was just 46,000. So yeah, pretty much straight up there. And we are on our merry way to 60k. Obviously not necessarily in one big move, but you never know. But yeah, I mean, obviously this is looking really good here. So yeah, incredible move for Bitcoin. So yeah, interestingly, I do find it interesting that our market manipulator in chief, good old Elon, talking about how he bought 1.5 billion worth of BTC, or 1.5 billion worth of BTC for Tesla, but why didn't he buy Dogecoin? Obviously he bangs on about Dogecoin all the time. Why hasn't he bought 1.5 billion dollars worth of Dogecoin? Yeah, there you go. Something to think about there. Anyway, so yeah, so basically all we've really got here is we've obviously got the break above. You can see this resistance clearly in here, broken above. Basically, roughly a 4-hour 9, pulled back, back tested the old resistance as new support, and then there's a paycheck. So forecheck, backcheck, paycheck. Anyway, so yeah, what is next for Bitcoin? What is next? It is going to be a case of, do we hold above here, or do we come back below here? In which case, if we come back below here, well, we could trade within this range here. Maybe we come back and back test the this 42k level. Maybe we just trade out this range and not come that low. But yeah, we shall see what happens here. Or maybe obviously the alternative is we consolidate above this level, in which case we'll be making moves towards 50k and potentially trading sideways up here. So very nice move for Bitcoin. Let's have a look at our Ethereum Satoshi pairings. So obviously Elon is not buying Ethereum, as well as Dogecoin is not buying Ethereum either. He's buying, well, he's not stating that he's buying Ethereum, put it that way. Obviously these guys, they accumulate and then they pump their bags afterwards in true market manipulation style. So obviously he's already bought the Bitcoin and then announces it. So maybe he's buying Ethereum, just maybe he's in the process of buying it. Maybe they're accumulating, someone's buying on seeing the new CME futures, who knows. And then they'll start to, obviously when they've filled their bags, they will then start to come out with their market manipulating posts. Anyway, anyway, so this is the world we live in. We do not live in well, this is the investing trading world we live in now. Things have changed, guys. Things have changed. So anyway, yeah, Ethereum Bitcoin pairing, and you could potentially draw an ascending broadening wedge if you really wanted to, but I think it's a little bit of a stretch at the moment, so we won't be drawing that in yet. Obviously that would be a potentially bearish formation, but not to say we can't come and test the top end of that wedge at some point, which obviously would really get Ethereum going. But yeah, you can see down here, I mean, first and foremost, we've got horizontals. We're at this level here. Well, these levels basically. So if we get supported here and turn around, then yeah, we're basically looking for a move potentially towards the top of the range again. This is quite similar to the sort of range we had in Bitcoin, where it wasn't quite clear where the top is, but it does seem more clear where the bottom is. So yeah, we're roughly there. So I mean, this is basically, as long as the Bitcoin is steaming ahead, this is gonna be under major pressure. And then when Bitcoin obviously consolidates and trades sideways, that's when probably the attention will focus back to this. But it does now seem like the reins of the market that were previously in Ethereum's hands, well, albeit briefly, and now back in Bitcoin hands. So yeah, obviously something to consider there. Bitcoin dominance as well, clearly getting hammered as well, because I'm hammered to the upside, because we have got obviously Elon is buying Bitcoin, or saying he's bought Bitcoin, and now pumping his bags. But anyway, we did sort of kind of look at a potential move back up in this asset, and a potential head and shoulders forming. So yeah, are we getting that shoulder? Are we coming in with this trend line? Will we get a bit more of a pump up? Will we consolidate and then start to move down and take out the neckline? We did talk about the possibility of such, and then obviously there's a big target below to around 50%, which would be absolute altcoin euphoria if that happened, especially with Bitcoin like 50, 60 plus K. So yeah, very interesting there. Stock markets just doing their thing. You know, obviously everyone knows stock markets only go up. But BTFD, silver's trying to recover some of those losses, obviously, from the people that FOMO'd in on this pump up here. DXY, there we go. We are getting very close to this bump and run here, where we've had the bump. We have now basically crashed back into the formation, and now looking to take out the lower trend line, in which case then we should, in theory, get a big acceleration basically back down to sub 90. We'll extend this across. So yeah, Bitcoin is moving off Elon, but yeah, I mean, silver and Bitcoin maybe going to get a boost when this capitulates, which would be what I'd be expecting to see. Obviously that is a somewhat crystal ball prediction. We just have to see how it goes, but yeah, this is looking like a bumper run to me. Also, yeah, Ethereum USD, we'll have a gander. Obviously looking good, but we do obviously know it's massively underperforming Bitcoin at the moment. But we've got these two. I mean, at some point we will Ethereum at some point will take a nice pop up to 2K plus, when maybe Bitcoin trades sideways to down. So obviously watch out for that. It is incoming at some point. This dollar pairing, it is incoming. It's just a case of where will Bitcoin be relative to that, and what will Bitcoin be doing when it does that. Just for you to decide where is best to place your crypto assets. So yeah, 10-year stalling out a little bit here. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But we're only really monitoring this for big spikes to the upside, and then also when the Fed starts to expand its balance sheet, which will be indicated by moves down in this. So this is more just of a very vague barometer of the overall market. Yeah, I think that is all we're looking at. Gold, Peter Schiff definitely not loving life at the moment. Gold just can't catch a break. Gold can't catch a break. One day it will catch a break though, but it is under severe pressure. I mean, basically, Bitcoin is dragging funds away from gold, so that is obviously the case. Tesla is obviously going to start acting like MicroStrategy now. I don't know, where's it not saying the pre-market here? Is it saying where's the pre-market? Why is it not giving me a pre-market price? Anyway, Tesla is at the open I'm sure it's going to break up from here. And I mean, do we even want to talk about price? Yeah, let's do it. Let's talk about crazy price targets for Tesla. Yeah, about 1300. Yeah, so 1300. Tesla incoming. Not financial advice. Don't particularly want to look at anything else here. We'll just have a quick look at copper. How's copper faring? Yeah, yep. So yeah, this is going higher. Anyway, so main thing I'm keeping my eyes on is this one here, and do we get spotted down here? Because if we do, we start to move back up towards either the top of this range or even potentially to new highs, there is going to be a savage Ethereum rally that, to be honest, I don't think is going to stop at 2K. It's going to get into mid 2Ks. Yeah, Bitcoin, stochastics on Bitcoin, they're obviously going to be cooked, and we know they can stay high. in the trending moves. But yeah, 4-hour getting up there. 4 hours isn't going to be what's really dictating this market, though, I don't think, at the moment. 10 hours probably, yeah, it's probably turned back up, has turned back up, yeah, turned back up basically. 12-hour jammed up there. Daily getting toppy. 2-day, obviously everything else is going to be looking fantastic. We said this yesterday. 2-day looking good, 3-day looking good, 5-day starting to turn back up, weekly starting to turn back up, bi-weekly starting. I mean, it's going to look these long-term stochastics are going to start to look good for a move to a 100k plus Bitcoin. So yeah, obviously it's not necessarily going to come in a straight line, and there will be some legitimate 40% pullbacks, I think, in that move. Maybe 30%, but I think we'll get at least a big one big one. But yeah, realistically speaking, we pretty much got up to that target we were looking at in pretty much a straight line. So now it's a case of, do we hold, consolidate here and progress onwards, or do we, well, I mean, do we trade under here and then come and back test some levels? I mean, that doesn't seem the likely scenario to me, but just with the momentum we've got and these breaking above highs. But yeah, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Remember when we last broke out of the range down here at 20k, Bitcoin went to 40k. So if we break out this range at 40k, could we go to 80k? We indeed certainly could. I mean, we just got to remember though, obviously this is Elon trying. We were looking weak down here, and then Elon gave us a pump, and then we weren't not looking weak here. We were just looking like we can trade sideways within a large range, which was perfectly fine. And then Elon gave us another pump, but just remember, guys, the guy said he's already bought this Bitcoin, so it's not like he's going to be buying it now and pumping it up. Obviously, other people may follow, and just the algos that see Elon tweet about Bitcoin or things like that are going to start pumping it. But don't forget, people can just, based on what Elon is saying, they can actually buy Tesla. People like buying Tesla anyway. They're not necessarily going to have to then start buying Bitcoin themselves. Other corporations may do. But yeah, all I'm saying really, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I'm just trying to say the guy's announced he's going to buy 1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. He's announced he's already bought it. And we don't necessarily know when or what price. I'm sure it'll be in some of his fudged financial statements. I'm sure he just had his I'm sure they just did. Just reported earnings. So, yeah, I wonder if it was on there. But anyway, our favourite charlatan has basically buying it with his company. So there we go. So this is the end of the video. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you guys later on today.